now you're alive. Okay. Muy bien. Everything's working. Entonces, drop me a message, please, if you can hear me. No messages? Hola! Hola, Nazim. Hola, Julia! Hey! Very nice to see you. Well, I cannot actually see you, literally, but I can feel your vibes. Amazing that you joined. Appreciate, Nazim, because I know it's late in Dubai. I'm just waiting for some confirmation from Facebook people. Guys, can you let me know if you can hear me, see me? Is it working? How are you? Hola, amores, how are you? Tell me how you've been. Hola, Lisa. You know, we're just gonna spend... Hola, Paula. Hola, sunshine. Okay, everything seems to be working. Cool. Cool, amores. So, guys, for the next 2 minutes, we're gonna have just a chat about your mood. Be back in 5 minutes. Vale, amor. Vale. Yes, get yourself something to drink, make yourself comfortable. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. This is something that we're gonna be talking about today as well. Yes, tell me how you've been. I can tell you that I'll go first. Because I think that I get your comments with a bit of delay. So I can tell you that for me, these last few days were quite challenging. Challenging in a way that sometimes the irritation came. So challenging mentally and physically. Yes, Paula says super. Super cool. Everything's okay. You can hear me. Stressed. December stuff. Yes. And please, let's be honest here, because we're meeting to take most of this time. Okay? Exactly, you're saying that it's stressful. It is tough. Yes. And I can confirm. But we're gonna say today how it is good. I'm not loca. I'm not loca. This is the time when we want to let the irritation in. Or maybe I should rephrase it. We want to notice all the scope of emotions now without any denial. Okay. Amores. Welcome now officially. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Sylvia and I'm a life and business coach who is open-minded and open-hearted. Hola, guapo! So apart from the normal standard coaching techniques, I am very curious about the science, different angles of that, and how we can incorporate that to benefit, to create our reality the best we can. In the meantime, I want you to still let me know how things are for you. Apart from good or bad, what other adjectives are you finding? Hola, Asha. Welcome, everybody. Guys, today, in today's live stream, we should say, we're gonna talk about one of the elements that are very important when it comes to creating our reality. Because like I said in the video, before, this time, it's not for us to wait until the new reality is built. The old reality will not come back. This is a fact. We didn't expect things to happen. No, I don't hear the music. Okay, let me put it louder. We should not expect that the old reality will come back. No, it's not gonna happen. This is the time that we need to look and look at the things from our past reality and create the new one. Incorporate what was great, what we liked, and to create the new reality. However, the reality improved by the new values that we're deciding to introduce now into our reality. What values I'm talking about? Respect, collaboration, empowerment, collective work. By collective work, I mean the fact that everyone here being on this planet is important and is here for a reason. Let me just look at the comments on how you feel. Okay, one of you is saying that. Let me just read this comment, okay? Do you know, guys? Maybe you can support me with this technical thing on Instagram. My screen gets dark after a minute or so every time I need to touch it. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I need to touch the screen for it to be active. I'm going to face a tough situation. Got to take a step with my manager with regards to my career progression. It's not usual for me to be stubborn on what I want, but I want to be assertive and help myself. Exactly. Guys, this is the time to do it. Some people have this attitude that they're gonna wait to see what the new reality will look like, what it's gonna bring. And the threat here is that if we do not create it, it will be imposed on us. So we will have to find ourselves in the situations that other people offer us, not the ones that we are consciously choosing. A very, very good example. I'm glad that you're sharing this. It's a perfect live stream for you. Exactly. Either at work or in our private relationships. This is the time that we decide what we want and that we are assertive. And now, how to do it? Let me start from asking you what free will means to you. What is it for you? Free will. While I'm waiting for your definitions of that, I will share with you my definition for you to understand, to see whether you're on the same page, whether it's worth listening to me further. Free will, exactly. Free will. What is it for you? Yes, we're talking about free will. So for your screen, you have to change Empower Save Settings. Okay, so probably this is something that I'm gonna do after this live because I don't want to. Now I'm just gonna be still touching it. But thank you very much for this feedback, for this support. Okay, welcome people who are joining us. So the question is, what does it mean free will for you? The free will for me is the ability of making decisions consciously based on in alignment with the heart, the mind, and however we call it, the soul, the spirit. So something that we cannot see, but it is there. Tell me if you agree with this definition. Is it something that resonates with you? Or would you offer a different one? Oh, if I only asked about that screen before, that would make life so much easier. Now I'm gonna exercise my finger. Okay, I can't see any definitions of yours, so let me repeat that. I have some notes made just to make sure that I'm not gonna go over 1 hour with this video. So again, the free will is the possibility of making decisions that are in line, that are conscious, and in line with the heart, the brain, the mind, and the soul, or again, however we want to call it. Let's start maybe from how can we tell that we have this free will, that it's there? How can we recognize it? Hey, Evunia. How can you tell that this free will is accessible for us? It's something that we have. The thing that comes to my mind, I'll be checking the comments, but I'm still working on being, speaking at the same time, being connected with you through reading the comments. Something that is very easy to judge is, or to the situation that everybody has it subconsciously. Yes, exactly. Beautiful. When we lose it, right? When we exactly. But they might not know how to express or use it exactly. So the point is, everybody's got free will. Everybody's got will. Whether it's free, it is there. But whether it's free, we only really can tell. Some of us will not tell if they do not focus on that, if they do not recognize themselves and do not do the self-work. They may not even acknowledge that there is free will. But Paula said a beautiful thing. We best recognize our free will when it's taken away from us, when we lose it, when it's restricted. So in today's time, we're gonna spend on what we can do, practical tips during the day that can be done for us to safeguard this free will. I'll take you through the morning routines. Hello, Kinga. I'll take you through the morning routines the things that I advise you to do during the day, and the things to do before you go to sleep. Guys, for those who join, this video will be saved, so in case you want to go back and listen to it again, please feel free. Me personally, when I do this self-work, or when I listen to the things that I'm not familiar with, I like to either read it a few times or I go back to it too, because every time I can hear something different resonates, something different gets into my core. So let's start. Let me just have a look. As I told you, the noise that you could hear in the background is the dog, Claro, and like I told you, I'm gonna keep it as short as possible today. So I'm gonna try to go below 1 hour. So let me just check if there is anything missing that I want to say at the introduction. Please, guys, at any point, if something is not clear to you, please do let me know. Okay, ask questions, because I'm here for you. Okay, so take the best out of this time that we have given, and ask me questions. If I don't know the answer to something, I'm gonna direct you to the sources, the resources that I find useful. And as we're on this topic, this is something that I didn't have planned, but something very worth mentioning. When you listen to different people, different coaches, psychologists, advisors, people who in general support you in your development, please mind that we are all human beings. Even if we are right, if we present the techniques that are good for one person, they may not be useful for another person, or the package may be less appealing, right? So do not get discouraged. If you don't resonate with somebody, listen to somebody different. Keep searching, okay? Because you are now, I don't like to use this word fighting, but your life is on the stake here. So make sure that you do your best to get the information that is most beneficial for you in the package that suits you most. And another thing, while I'm on that, in your podcast I heard about Dr. Lipton's study. What could be further reference? I think it was podcast episode 2. Yes. Dr. Lipton, he's an okay, he's the guy who deals with epigenetics. He's a professor. He used to be a professor at 2 universities, as far as I remember, and he did lots of research. So below this video, I will give you further recommendation. I will give you the reference in comments to the book that he wrote. Other names that you can Google and refer to is, for example, Dr. Dispenza. It's spelled with Z. There's also Paula, can you help me? This great guy. In general, I'm recommending to you the Gaia TV, GAIA. Gaia TV. It's like spiritual Netflix. So the people who are there are highly, I can highly recommend. So apart from Dr. Lipton, please search for Dr. Dispenza and Greg Braden. Paula, I'm counting on you. Greg Braden. Again, in the comments, I will post these names, okay, under this live video. Coming back to the free will and your search for the people who can support you on this way, please remember that not to get attached to people. Un placer. Do not get attached to people, because in the end, we are only human beings. We are all on the way. And I know this is not very popular what I'm saying, especially when it comes to the marketing side. But me personally, I do not believe, or I do not have any gurus in my life. I do have people who inspire me a lot, but not gurus, not somebody who I can bet my life on. These are the times, the challenging times, but beautiful as well, that you should be such a guru to yourself, okay? I know that it may be challenging because there's lots insecurities, confusion, doubt around. But my advice is, please do not get attached to people. Get inspired, yes. Participate in different groups, yes. Nothing bad about it. However, this is the time that you understand and feel that you are the creator. You are as important as any other person on this planet, because you are necessary. You matter here. Okay, so these are little things that I'm gonna be keep reminding you throughout all the videos that I record. But going back to the free will, let's go straight into the tips. What to do, what are the routines that can be of help to safeguard, to notice, acknowledge and safeguard our free will. So starting from the morning, most of us, when we wake up, think what you do. What is the routine that you do when it comes to your morning? Because I know from the sessions with my clients that very often the mornings are rushed. Very often the first thing that we do is grabbing the phone, checking social media, getting into somebody else's vibes, getting into somebody else's world straight away, and not getting into yourself first. Hola, Uleczka. So in the morning, what I'm advising you is forget about your phone, okay? Do not rush to have the morning coffee. I'm a huge coffee lover, but the things that help me a lot, and this is what I do before I recommend something to my clients or to friends or family, I always test it on me first. I always incorporate this into my life to see whether it has any value, whether I should spread it further. So what helped me significantly is the morning routine. And here we're gonna say about 3 elements of that. Nazim, for you, let's get into the situations that you're finding challenging or important in your life now, because it's best to do it at the given example, right? So go into your morning routine. What I strongly advise you is working with yourself on 3 levels, which is the heart, the brain, the mind, and the soul. So something that this inner voice that whispers gently. When it comes to the mind, when you wake up, before rushing, opening the phone, rushing anywhere else, think about the 3 goals for the day. 3 goals. Once you leave the bed, you're gonna write them down, okay? Because writing has a huge power, as you remember from our 2 live streams ago, I think we spoke about it. Journaling. So writing down has a huge power because we are using another sense of vision. So when you wake up, think about 3 goals for the day. Now, very important, you don't have to complete all the 3 goals. Aim at completing 1. The rest 2, do something that is around these goals. So you don't have to complete them, but do something that in order towards achieving them. Now, when it comes to our mind, we said the heart. And this is something extremely, extremely powerful. That's why I incorporated this element in my technique that I use with my clients. Sensation. This is where what very often many schools of coaching or self-help is forgetting about, but it makes the huge difference, massive. So you want to get your heart into this vibration, into this feeling of joy, love, gratitude. You want to feel it. You can wait until you get goosebumps or until you have this warm feeling around your chest. So, and why is it important? For this knowledge, of course we're gonna explore it, and when you're at the individual session with me, I take you through this process more profoundly, but here I'm watching the time and we have half an hour left. So make sure that you introduce these feelings into your heart, because the miracles work when we achieve the heart and brain coherence. Not that we only want to listen to the heart and leaving the head, leaving the mind on the side. No, we're one system. We cannot function with the head cut, right, and laying beside us. So we have everything given for a fact, for a purpose. So feel these emotions. Sometimes it is challenging, but a little help will be think about the times that you're really happy with yourself, that you achieved something, some success, when you remember the most beautiful day of your life. It can be anything, your success. It can be getting a puppy. It can be playing with your kids, or with your speaking to somebody who's important to you. So any situation from your life that will let your heart smile. Now that we have the goal set for the day, we have the heart set. Amazing vibration, the coherence is being created. And this sense different vibration that are measurable. And here I send you to the Institute of Heart Math. It's called Heart Math Institute. If you Google that, you're gonna see it's from America. I told you before about Dr. Dispenza. Now, he's the person who was working with this institute. So I encourage you to visit that website. You're gonna discover facts supporting of what I'm saying right now. Very weird because it's not tangible, so it's kind of not very easy to grasp. Now that you have the mind set, hard set, visualize how you achieve these goals for today. Visualize, like we spoke last time, right, at the last live stream, how you actually achieve. How does your reality look like after you achieve what you put on this list? This is when the miracles happen. Okay, this is when you're actually projecting the future. It is closely connected to what we spoke about, the worrying, right? You can set yourself on the worrying vibration, so you're gonna attract all the wrong negative scenarios. And you can also attract, because it's there in the potential, once it's created by the mind. Hola! Once you imagine this, it's already there, it exists. It's only about letting it come to you. Okay? The second thing, so now any questions when it comes to what I said until now, the morning routines. So again, setting the mind. Doesn't it sound familiar? Mindset, no? Setting the heart and visualizing the outcome of the goals that you set. This is the morning routine. Then you can leave the bed and start the day. During the day, you're gonna come across different emotions. And por favor, if you feel so-called negative emotions that, again, they are giving the wrong names, but this is something that we will be changing, that we are now changing. They are not really negative. They are only informing you that you went off track with what your whole self, with your what your whole system wants, your soul, your mind, and your heart. So these are the gentle reminders. Gracias. These are the gentle reminders that let you know, hey, amor, you went off track. So let me give you an example. That's why I asked you at the beginning, how are you feeling these days? If you feel anxiety, if you feel learning experience, very well, Lisa, it's a learning experience, not bad experience or bad emotions. These are the teachers. In the next video, when we talk about the I would say some quickly, when we talk about the blockages, the programs that we have, we're gonna elaborate more about it, the techniques that can be useful to get back on track. Now I want you to focus on the things that were coming to you, and to understand it more, I'll give you my example. Yesterday, even though everything was fine, everything was good, positive in my life, so nothing major happened, I felt this irritation. And I'm thinking, Nena, no pasa nada, you know how it works. Take yourself out for a walk. I often go for walks with my family members or my friends, but I also take myself out for a walk only with me, myself, and I and my thoughts. So the process, what happened yesterday, let me just have a sip. What happened yesterday? I felt this irritation. I am an ambitious person, so I set my goals and I'm keeping the deadlines, even though I've got a long list of emails to answer, which I'm gonna do probably late in the evening today. And when something is not doesn't go as planned, I get irritation. So yesterday, that was a day when I had to take myself for a walk, and you see, this is the difference. Before, the old Sylvia would be in a victim mode. She would be blaming people around, spreading the irritation. And I'm thinking, no, you're now smarter, baby. You go and speak to yourself. So at this walk, when I was, doing mindful observation, so just no phone. I had my phone with me. However, it was on the airplane mode. So I was not, I was out of reach, right? And I started asking myself, sweetheart, so where is this irritation? What is it trying to tell you? And I said, where is it coming from? It was coming from the fact that somebody promised, or I agree with somebody that certain actions that we will take. And as I told you, I'm keeping my deadlines. And that person, it was something about my goal, okay? And that person could not, had to cancel the meeting, postpone. And the irritation that I had, I thought was initially directed on that person. And I'm thinking, no, baby, rewind, go back. What can you do to, what are other options, that you can take to direct this energy into a productive direction? And I said, okay, so it's not that this person, I cannot count on this person, but definitely in this point in time I couldn't, because I was able to move forward and that person was not willing, able to help me. So I said, Nena, no excuses. You are able to find other ways of achieving your goal, thanks to, if you think harder. So find different ways of achieving this goal. Be creative. You know what happened? I found, so my irritation got lower until after, when I came back from a walk, which lasted like an hour and a half, I wasn't irritated at all. Like, c'est fouet, it left me. And what's more, so you see the result? Not only I found alternative options, I also didn't spread it around. I didn't share it with the people I care about, because that's how very often we build frustration, right? We exchange it mutually and build until it explodes, and then we have arguments. So, you know what amazing thing happened? Again, it's something that science explains, because I stopped directing my negative energy towards this person, my frustration, irritation, onto that person. Instead, I said, no, Nena, you are empowered to find different solutions, so go and do that. You know what happened? That person contacted me in the evening, and we, again, I don't want to be precise because, you know, of minding your privacy, but I was offered a solution that I didn't even think about. That was amazing, and I went to sleep very excited with something that I didn't even plan. And how it works, I didn't insist. This person felt that I'm not pushing him or her, okay? And that the lightness of energy in their direction, I'm gonna say. So what happened? As they felt the lightness, they wanted to give more. They went an extra mile to offer a solution that I really didn't think about. It's amazing, it's genius. So this is how it works. Read, ask yourself, what is this feeling that came to me? What is it trying to tell me? And now you have, so in this situation, to put it very short, when the teaching emotion, so as we like to call it, negative emotion, when it comes, we tend to blame, right? So we have two ways. We can go either into blaming mode or the victim mode, which is blaming yourself in the end, and explaining how this person is bad to us, or how unlucky we are. Or we can do what I did yesterday with myself on this walk. We can turn that into a constructive conversation, after which you're gonna discover what is it that you really want. The solutions will come. And now, the thing that I want to mention strongly here. People, amores, ask for help, okay? Ask for help from, of course, the obvious are coaches, psychologists, psychiatrists. So, yes, you can schedule a session with me. But not only that, some people are not in a position to pay for a coach, right? And to have this exclusive time with a professionalist. So ask people who search in other sources, speak to your friends, ask them about because what you're gonna get is a different perspective, the perspective that maybe you are not looking at, or from. New ideas may come. But again, when it comes to unprofessional advice, so the advice that you get from the surrounding, your friends, your colleagues, please mind that they may come from the sphere of fear. So remember that the advice that we get is filtered through our private, own, individual filters. So just be aware of that. If you get advice, check what resonates with you. Check what is empowering you to further action, to be even better. But some people I'm reading the comments now, but some people are not strong enough to ask for help or accept ideas other than their own. How can we help them with that? Okay, if somebody is not ready to do that, we were not in the position to help. We can only suggest maybe some books, some reading, something that can introduce them to the subject. But please be aware that we're not in the position to impact somebody. This is something that I was doing before, which is a huge mistake. If somebody is not ready to change their life, no matter what knowledge you're going to present to them, what techniques, they will not benefit simply because they're not ready. And believe me, or you don't have to believe me, do your own research. Some people are not ready for a good life. They are finding it comfortable to be in the role of a victim, even though it sounds bizarre, right? Because wow, we think everybody wants to have a better life. No. Some people are remember, with free will, with this empowerment, taking the responsibility. The responsibility comes, right? So you're not gonna be able to say, it's his fault, it's her fault. No, amor, it was and is still up to you. The good thing is that you, every single moment until you breathe, is the time that you can actually change your choices every single day. And here's when I get goosebumps. Every single day, every moment gives you the possibility of making different choices, more aware. Okay? In my case, it could be the opposite, like I don't find my own filters, so I need the advice to know how to do. Okay, thanks, sweetheart, for sharing this. You haven't learned maybe yet to understand your filters. No pasa nada, amor, I understand. So I don't find my own filters, so I need the advice. No pasa nada, amores, no pasa nada. Hola, hola guapa. It's okay to ask about the advice. However, check how you feel with it. Hola, sweetheart. Check how you feel with the advice that you get. And please do not follow it blindly, because it's like a Russian roulette. Whoever you ask, this is like, okay, I'm giving you my life, my future. What do you want to do with it? And if you're lucky, you're gonna come across a conscious person who will be not maybe advising, but guiding you, asking you the right questions so that you can discover your truth. By the way, this is what coaching is about. It's not about telling you exactly what to do. This is more of mentoring, but this is my reminder about time. Coaching is about asking the questions so that you can discover your own truths. Okay? So where was I? If you ask random people, imagine you come across somebody, okay, you want the advice on what to do with your relationship, what to do with your manager, right? How to act on the conversation. And let's say you've got a person who was recently fired. What advice are you gonna get? Depending on the mood of this person. And I assume that if they were fired, they're not in the greatest mood. So they're gonna say, fight for it, right? Instead of, or be aggressive. Or will give you certain things what to say, whereas the beneficial thing would be to say, okay, why do you think you deserve the pay rise? Or how do you want your career to look like? What value were you bringing into this company? How are you gonna benefit the company if you take this road? Imagine, amores, on the other side you've got a real person who has feelings, who also wants to be convinced why the solution is good. So my advice, my recommendation in this situation would be, get into the shoes of that person. Okay, you know yourself, you know what is in your head and why it's a good idea, but they may not know. So don't think that that they don't want to support you. Maybe they just don't understand what benefits this situation that you would like to recommend, what benefits it brings for you, for them, for the company. The same is with the relationship. Please let me know if this is clear what I'm saying. Vale? And we've got like 5 minutes left, so as I'm waiting for your questions, I'm gonna move on to the last routine. When you go to sleep, again, please do not expose yourself to the screens. Have this moment of being with yourself only. You can be with a book, but not with a screen. So, like so clear. Oh, I'm happy, amor. So when it comes to this, the night routine, the perfect scenario is not to have to be exposed to the screens at least 2 hours before you go to sleep. I find it challenging, honestly, because like I said, I'm gonna be answering my work emails after I finish recording this video with you. So there is a list of things that are waiting, and sometimes it happens that I have this hey sweetheart, we're about to finish, but this recording will be saved, so I'm encouraging you to watch it afterwards. Now we're just talking about the night routines that are good to safeguard our free will. Imagine, when it comes to the body, you take shower, right? When it comes to your mind and heart, do the same. Shower yourself off from the information that you had during the day. Go back to yourself. Get yourself on the vibration that are something that you want to attract. Abundance, joy. So this little exercise I have for you, and I'm sure you heard about it, because Amores, nothing that I'm saying, I'm not rediscovering the wheel. I'm just collecting the information that I find useful and sharing that with you. On the same basis I created my technique that I'm using with you when coaching. It's not rediscovering the wheel. I want you to think about 3 things. Name them. 3 things that support you, that you are grateful for, that happened during the day. Anything that happened during the day that you are grateful for. It can be anything. It can be a conversation with a friend that was uplifting. It can be making an apple pie that was tasty and you shared it with other people. It can be the gratitude for the kitty that you have with you, right? I'm thinking about Lisa. Or the doggy. Maybe somebody's got a dog. This can be anything, but again, this will set your magnetic field that can be measured, okay, on this high vibration. And this is what you're gonna be attracting from the space around you. But amores, we have like 2 minutes to address the questions. So if nothing comes to your mind right now, no pasa nada, okay? I know it's lots of information, so maybe watch it again, or just be with the questions that I ask you, or with your ideas that came to you. Stay with that. And if you have any questions, either write them as a comment under this video that I'm gonna post under this live, or drop me an email. The details you're gonna find in my bio, people on Instagram and on Facebook. Yes, it's also in the details about me. I don't know how it's called. Yes, and ¿qué más? On Thursday, I'm gonna upload the new meditation for you. It's gonna be the bubble technique. This meditation will help you to protect your energy. So visit my channel, Academy of Development, on YouTube. The search to find your free will is actually finding your true self. Exactly, a very worthwhile journey. Eso, amores, eso. Okay, I need to stop now, because if I don't, we're gonna lose this video. So I'm inviting you for the next Monday live. And I'm inviting you to my YouTube channel, where I'm gonna be uploading all the videos that I'm posting on YouTube, on Instagram. So you have one place where you can be with me, okay? When you can get inspired. Okay. Have a very, very good night, and thank you very, very much. Namaste. Gracias. Obrigada. Merci. And in all the languages that I can.